when a dog discovered that her beloved companion stood on the precipice of an impending tragedy. Her actions left everyone in awe and astonishment. The ensuing chain of events transcended the limits of human imagination, leaving an indelible imprint on their very being, a lasting testament that would resonate throughout their lives. On a gloomy Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, in the perpetually rainy city of Seattle, Washington, two young sisters named Sophia Wilson and Harper, aged 12 and 6 respectively, embarked on a sad journey back home, accompanied by their faithful canine companion, Rocky. They had just visited their late father's final resting place. The weight of their recent loss was still fresh, as it had been a mere 2 weeks since their beloved father's life was tragically cut short in a fatal accident while at work, during an unrelenting downpour, as raindrops poured from the sky, saturating the streets below. The two sisters were confronted by a moment of immense significance. Standing at the edge of a bustling intersection, their hearts laden with grief, they braced themselves for the unimaginable. The world around them suddenly shifted, taking an unexpected and treacherous turn. A motorcycle, propelled by an uncontrollable force, hurtled towards them with a reckless abandon that defied reason. Time seemed to suspend its relentless march, trapping the sisters within a cruel and inescapable reality. Powerless and vulnerable, they stood defenseless against the impending calamity that loomed before them. The subsequent events would surpass the bounds of human imagination, etching an indelible imprint upon their very existence, a mark that would endure throughout their lifetimes. Rocky, their lovely canine companion, had transcended the role of an ordinary pet and forged an extraordinary bond with the Wilson family. Unable to bear the prospect of witnessing further tragedy befall them after the loss of Mark Wilson, Rocky took upon himself an extraordinary mission. Set against the backdrop of the vibrant metropolis of Seattle, Washington, the Wilson family sought solace and support within the warm embrace of their bustling community. Mark Wilson, a compassionate and dedicated father, occupied a central role in the lives of his beloved wife and two daughters, Sophia and Harper. He showered them with unwavering devotion, illuminating their days with infinite love and encouragement. Yet, as life unfurled its unpredictable tapestry, a shroud of sadness descended upon the Wilson household. Their hearts weighed heavy with grief as they grappled with the inexplicable loss of their cherished father. Thoughts of Mark consumed their minds, his absence leaving an impossible void. How could fate have been so relentless, prematurely robbing them of his presence? With each passing moment, their lives flashed before their eyes, replaying cherished memories of a treasured father and questioning the unjust circumstances that had cut short his time on this earth. Mark's character was adorned with an abundance of kindness and selflessness, an unwavering beacon of goodwill that illuminated the lives of those fortunate enough to cross his path. His innate generosity propelled him to go above and beyond, helping anyone in need consistently, whether dedicating his time to volunteer at the local shelter, providing solace and support to friends and neighbors, or simply offering a compassionate ear to those seeking solace. Mark's actions reverberated with an undeniable impact. His benevolent spirit etched an indelible mark upon the hearts of all privileged enough to experience his boundless warmth and empathy. So his demise wasn't just a great loss to his family alone, but to the countless individuals whose lives he had impacted through his selfless acts of benevolence. On that remarkable day, tragedy unfurled its cruel grasp, forever fracturing the delicate fabric of the Wilson family's existence. Mark, an ardent firefighter whose unwavering commitment to duty knew no bounds, was thrust into a fateful scenario. With unwavering bravery coursing through his veins, he fearlessly plunged into a conflagrant wildfire, driven by an unyielding determination to rescue a family trapped within its fiery clutches. However, forever unpredictable destiny unfurled a devastating and agonizing turn of events. As the tower's walls quivered, on the brink of crumbling into ruins, the epitome of courage was tragically ensnared within the relentless grip of disaster. Mark, the embodiment of heroism, was swallowed whole by the engulfing maelstrom of destruction, leaving an irreplaceable void that would forever cast a haunting shadow upon the souls of those who cherished him deeply. In that pivotal moment, the Wilson family's world crumbled, their lives irrevocably altered by the profound loss reverberating through their shattered reality. The echoes of grief and the weight of inconsolable sorrow cast a dark shadow upon their once ordinary existence, forever marking them as witnesses to the inescapable cruelty of fate. The resounding echoes of Mark's selfless sacrifice rippled through the community like a mournful symphony, leaving a profound sense of sorrow and anguish in its wake. The news of his heroic act swept through the neighborhood, rendering friends, colleagues, and the Wilson family utterly devastated. Within the once bustling fire station, a palpable silence settled, its hallowed halls now haunted by the memory of a courageous hero whose presence would be forever missed. For Sophia and Harper, their father's absence bore down upon their tender hearts like an unbearable burden. The vibrant tapestry of their lives suddenly seemed devoid of color and purpose. Their young minds grappled with the incomprehensible truth that their beloved father was no longer there, his vibrant spirit extinguished in an unfathomable twist of fate. Each day became a painful journey as they yearned for his comforting embrace, guiding words, and the reassurance he could provide. The absence of Mark inflicted an irreparable void, shrouding the Wilson family in an everlasting cloak of yearning and sorrow. Their existence had been forever transformed, navigating uncharted waters as they grappled with the daunting task of seeking solace amidst the relentless and unrelenting anguish that accompanied the absence of their beloved father. In ruins, left by the indelible tragedy, the Wilson family unearthed an unforeseen reservoir of resilience, harnessing power from the unshakable connections that bound them and the unwavering solidarity of their closely knit Seattle family. Like a tapestry woven with threads of compassion and fortitude, they found solace in the collective embrace of friends and neighbors, who stood shoulder to shoulder, united in their determination to honor the enduring legacy left by Mark. Though his physical presence had been cruelly snatched away, the essence of Mark's spirit radiated through the very fabric of their lives. His legacy of unwavering compassion and unyielding bravery became a guiding light that ignited a cascade of selfless acts and moments of profound connection. In the wake of darkness, they discovered the transformative power of love, kindness, and courage. Together, the Wilson family and their community embarked on a shared journey, seeking solace in one another's company, offering unwavering support, and finding strength in the knowledge that Mark's spirit would forever dwell within their hearts. With every passing day, they were reminded to seize each moment, embrace life with open arms, and face the world with the same unwavering love and courage that had defined Mark's all-too-brief existence. In this collective endeavor, they celebrated his life by embodying his virtues, ensuring his radiant legacy would endure forever. So as the motorcycle raced towards Sophia and Harper, its trajectory teetering on the verge of colliding with the vulnerable sisters, a foreboding fate loomed with almost undeniable certainty. The chilling realization of the impending catastrophe gripped their hearts with fear as their lives teetered on the precipice of irrevocable tragedy. However, in a remarkable twist of fate and a testament to the extraordinary bond between humans and their loyal companions, salvation arrived in the form of their cherished canine companion, Rocky. With a selflessness that defied comprehension, Rocky sprang into action, propelled by an instinctive love that transcended the boundaries of species. In unparalleled bravery, the fateful dog positioned herself as a shield, interposing her vulnerable form between the relentless force of the hurtling motorcycle and the vulnerable lives of the two sisters. The collision, which appeared to be an unavoidable event, was abruptly interrupted as Rocky bravely absorbed the entire force of the oncoming vehicle. Selflessly, she disregarded her safety and chose to protect those she cherished. This profound display of love and sacrifice reverberated through the atmosphere, serving as a poignant reminder of the incredible capacity for devotion and selflessness that resides within the hearts of our cherished animal companions. Sophia, Harper, and the motorcycle driver miraculously emerged from the wreckage with superficial cuts and bruises, counting themselves fortunate to have evaded any grave injuries. Tragically, Rocky bore the brunt of the accident, enduring grave injuries. In a selfless act of bravery, she valiantly leaped in front of the careening motorcycle, only to have her face trapped in the unforgiving grip of its front wheel. The impact resulted in the gruesome tearing of her snout, a heartbreaking consequence of her heroic sacrifice. However, a ray of hope shone through as generous donations poured in from compassionate individuals. With the support of well-wishers, Rocky underwent an extensive facial reconstruction surgery in 2022, costing a remarkable $30,000. This procedure aimed to restore her appearance and enable her to regain a semblance of normalcy in her life once more.